talk about onions. You want me to talk about onions? I'm not entirely sure what I can talk about onions for. I have no list, by the way. I just saw that message, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about onions today. There's gonna be somebody out there in the comment section that's going to like flame me for even making a video like this because they're gonna believe that onions are flavorless, and that's not a bad assumption. To be fair, they kind of are alone. But when they're not alone and they're put in other dishes, that's when we're actually kind of toast. That is when the onion has a true power in making the dish actually taste good. You know what I mean? Like, let's take a comfort food, for example. My comfort food back home, if I was not in college, would be sausage and rice. It was just that, right? But the sausage always came with onions. I used to not eat onions as often as I do now, but I mean, the more older I get, the more I start to appreciate the amount that onions bring. I can't really describe the effect that onions have. I know somebody in the comment section is gonna be like some chef nerd, and they're gonna completely understand every single component of the onion. Nibbles is history very old. You want to know what is very old though? The onion. How old is the modern day onion? I want to know the roots of the onion. You know what I mean? Like, how far back does the onion go, and what was it before it's the modern onion today? Like, for example, okay, you guys can search this up. You can even fact check me on this, but I know this pretty much for a fact. Let's take watermelon as an example, right? Watermelon, you know, the giant hard green fruit, right? Or bear, I'm pretty sure it's a fruit. It has seeds in it. Nibbles, come on now. But apparently the watermelon actually used to be a very bitter and hard fruit. Like, nobody would even bother to try eating the fruit. That's how bitter it was. Just imagine, like, what would be a comparison to how bitter and hard the watermelon would be? I don't really know anything that's like super duper bitter, but just think of the bitterest thing you know, because that was what the watermelon used to be. It is just, okay, this guy's running and he has more HP than I do. Sir, listen, I'm just trying to talk about onions over here, and you are running at like above full. Well, now you're below HP because you stopped fighting me for some reason. I am curious to see if onion is like, the onion's like a region thing. Like, what region did it start from? Like, you know what, how there is the French onion soup, for example, right? Many people nowadays might not even know what that is, but it was a thing. It was a thing, and I'm pretty sure it originated from the French. I don't know my history on the French onion soup, but I do know that it says French in the title, so it has to be French. It's a 1v7 right now, and here I am talking about onions. Listen, man, okay? I just want to know what genius created such a great crop to grow. This guy has no idea what's going on. I have an iron sword. No. Fun opinion-based thing right here. Onions on pizza. I honestly think that is a very goated combination. I'm sorry. Listen, my order for every single pizza that I do is like a variation of meat lovers. I get pepperoni, right? And not like the flat pepperonis. I get like the cupped up pepperonis because you gotta have the crunch in there, right? And then you have the Italian sausage. And then, finally, you have the onions. Grilled onions, or whatever the heck they do with them. Probably just throw raw onions on there and stick it inside the oven. On top of that, I make sure that the pizza is a pan pizza. I think a pan pizza is amazing. Okay, I don't know why not too many people like the pan pizza. As I just saw my teammate walk up. I don't know why people don't like the pan pizzas as much as I do. I don't really understand someone's favoring in thin crust pizza. I mean, you have less pizza. There's no crust action, man. All I'm trying to say is that onions are a great food item. Heck, they can even be delicious themselves. Let's look at onion rings, for example. I want to know if there's anyone inside of the comment section or anybody in the audience who's watching this video who just straight up dislikes onion rings. Because if you dislike onion rings, we're gonna have a problem. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. It is crunchy. It is Well, not the super greasy ones. If you get the super greasy onion rings, never go back to that Burger King place, okay? But when they make it just right, it's crunchy. It makes you feel, it like makes you warm. I guess it'd be kind of like the bloomin' onion from like Outback Steakhouse, except that I've never had a bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse. Nevertheless, I've never had Outback Steakhouse to start with. I have no idea if I'm missing out. I'm hearing a lot of mixed rumors on that. Like, some people are saying, oh, Nibbles, you're missing out on the bloomin' onion. We need to go sometime. And then others are like, Outback Steakhouse is overrated. You might as well go to a completely different steakhouse or just cook your own steak. And, you know, I would cook my own steak if I knew how to cook. Welcome to the life of a college student. I'm not entirely too sure, but I'm making it at least one of my goals before I leave college to try a blooming onion from Outback Steakhouse. I'm pretty sure I'm going there with friends sometime soon after like exam season is over. I could be completely wrong. Maybe I'll just never try the blooming onion to start with. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe that's like the one thing that's like gonna kill me, and I'm just delaying the death time because I just refuse to go to Outback Steakhouse and buy a bloomin' onion. Does this bloomin' onion appear at any other restaurants, or is it just Outback Steakhouse? That's what I want to know. Another goal I want to have is to just simply cut an onion. And by cut an onion, I mean I want to dice the onion successfully and not cry. And not only cry, but also like have actually good diced onions. Like the dices I'm cutting, they're gonna be legitimate dices, not whatever Mr. Beast did on his first attempt of cutting an onion. You see, this is like preparation for when I get myself a wife. If I get myself a wife. I'm here playing Minecraft, so who knows? It is a 50-50, not really a 50-50 shot. It is a 5% shot that I actually managed to not be lonely. But I want to learn how to cook, and I know onions are going to be very, very good to making the food I actually make taste like, you know, legitimate food and not just a bunch of slop. I don't know, it's just something to keep in my mind as I play Minecraft and get through college barely with a hopefully not a failing GPA. What on earth happened here? Can I ask the audience what happened here? Is this like a picnic? Is this a picnic? Are we eating whole onions here? Hang on. Speaking of my teammate just walked off the map for absolutely no reason. Speaking of whole onions, what is this guy's lame? You're lame, kid! Oh no, he's gonna jetpack over. How much money would you have to be offered to actually eat a whole onion? Now, believe it or not, that was a legitimate question that was asked to me like literally 2 days ago. And come to think about it, I mean, it's a whole onion, but it's also sacrificing the fact that I'll be crying as I eat the onion. I can't really speak on that matter because I've never tried actually eating a whole onion myself, but I do know when you cut into onions, like, fumes go into the air and that causes your eyes to, like, water and you start crying. That's only what I've heard, so I'd like to assume that cutting an onion would be practically the same thing as when you're eating the onion whole. Like, when you bite into the entire head of the onion. I'd honestly buy an onion for maybe $100. Maybe 100. Really? Really? Who is this kid? Really? Really? I'm trying to enjoy a picnic over here, and every single... These guys... Really? Really? You're gonna ruin the moment. You're gonna ruin the... This guy has no idea who he's hitting. I'm the one with darkness on, by the way, and this guy... He's yet to hit me. Yet to hit me. See, that would be an exact replica of what would happen if you were given an onion and ate it whole, or at least tried eating it whole. You'd end up like this fox guy who's trying to hit me and just can't look around. See, this darkness only appears for me, by the way. Might honestly eat a whole onion for $200 now. I don't want to end up like that kid. Hey, buddy, how's it going? It's going great? Yeah, I hope it's going fantastic here. I'm gonna get this pickaxe and shove this through your teeth. Okay, I'm sorry. Lord have mercy. That was a blind block clutch. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Yeah, you hang in there. I did not mean to drop down here with you. Dude, it's the onions, man. I haven't even taken a bite of one, and I'm here struggling. I would never want to end up being like this guy. I have 16 pieces of obsidian, and you know what? We're playing Protect the Person now. All right, guys, we're playing Protect the Person now. There we go. All right. This is our obsidian human defense right here. Nothing can penetrate, nothing can go in, and nothing can go out. Light bulb. I just realized I've been referencing the white onion the entire time, right? And legitimately, I completely forgot that red onions existed for a second. Now, are we really doing this right now? Okay, yeah, let's do this. Come on, let's do this. Boop. Are you gonna jetpack boost? Boop. What are you gonna do? No. Get out of my lobby, kid. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I won that. I know the correct term is called red onion, but I am curious for anyone out there who pronounces it purple onion. And to be fair, they have a point. The onion is technically purple. I'm not entirely sure which deranged person named it red onion when the onion is clearly purple, but maybe the onion was red like back then, and somehow our modifications made it to where the onion is just, you know, purple now. Also, that guy was just clueless. The onion has just always been red onion to me just because of the terminology, but if I didn't know what the terminology of the onion was, would I call it a purple onion? Well, yes, I would call it a purple onion. What am I talking about? Did the red onion have like a completely different name or something? Like the red onion was called something completely different in another language, and that language so happened to mean red. Like they called it a red onion, and there was no name for, you know, purple in that language, and so it just became a red onion. Yo, I'm theorizing too far. I have no idea why it's called a red onion. Here, we're theorizing with the chat now. We're asking them the question of the century right there that they're all required to answer. Did my chat message go through? Okay, I'm getting a bunch of mixed responses. By mixed responses, I mean the person was colorblind. Okay, so I'm not the only one that had this superstition that red onions are not actually red and we're all color. Maybe we're all just colorblind, you know? Maybe we're all colorblind and the common color that you're supposed to see is red, but we see purple instead. Ooh, we also can't forget about the green onions, you know, not the bulbs, right? The little circles. No, we're talking about the long green and white rods that are called green onions. I can't tell if this guy's trying to jetpack up to me to kill me or not. I see him holding out a mace. He's throwing. Oh, you missed a wind charge. Might want to try that again, sir. Hey! No, what the heck, man? Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, you're not wanted here. Oh, I wonder what Nibbles is doing. Oh, don't worry. I'm just over here talking about onions as I play Bed Wars for a living. Yes, that is exactly what I'm on the wrong team. This team's gonna win. This guy's not cheating. To the guy who said that this guy was cheating, you are completely lying, right? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Massive combo from where? Okay, our bed's gone. I have no idea where the kid is, and okay, we're gonna have to live a lot longer than 2 seconds. I actually don't know what green onions do. All I know is that, is this guy gonna be friendly? Hey, if you're gonna be friendly, I'm just building a wall over here, man. I mean, don't mind if I do, you know? What in the world? I lived. Oh my goodness, I lived that. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I lived that. Wow. Wow, blue team. The disrespect is crazy. That actually almost got me too. What do green onions add? Do they just exist to make dishes look good? That's what I like to think that they're there for. That's at least the only thing I can think of. That being so real right now, by the way. Okay, well, that was a crazy bridge. Did you already talk about blue onion? Okay, no, now we're making things up. Okay, listen, green onions, I don't know if green onions add any flavor, all right? I know white onions do. I know the purple onion, I'm calling them purple onions. I know the purple onions add flavor. Think about it. Would ramen look as appetizing with or without the green onions? Right, you know what I mean? Like, the green onions is an edible garnish that makes the dish look good. Now, I could just have a very simple mindset, mainly because I know my favorite fast food restaurant is Taco Bell, and anytime I have the chance to eat at Taco Bell, I eat at Taco Bell. So, it might just be that. You could tell that you're in a Nibbles lobby if your team is doing something as dumb as this. Okay, listen, we're 5 minutes into the game, and we managed to create the Great Wall of China. I was typing! What in the world? See, this is great. I get to talk about onions, and play Bed Wars, and I have a video to post, and I still get team grief by my own team. But I mean, that's just normal at this point. What kind of onions smell best? See, okay, I asked the chat to ask me questions about onions, and I'm starting to regret doing that. Because I'm pretty sure onions have a very odorless smell. Or at least almost odorless. I guess they smell like onions? Or onions radioactive? No, they're not. What's the world record for most eaten onions? I hope it's not high. I know there's a Guinness World Record out there that is specific about having the most amount of whole onions eaten. I know someone has it out there. I don't know who. But whoever you are, you're crazy. I need to search this up. I like onion flavored ice cream. That better not be a thing either. Okay. Along with the world record thing, some things should never exist. Listen, while I am glazing how good onions are, there's just a few things that definitely need to just not exist, and onion flavored ice cream is one of them. Listen, if I get rejected for my 6th time, right, and I like I get friend zoned, and I go to a couch and I want to binge watch a movie, sit in my blanket and eat some ice cream, am I really going to eat onion flavored ice cream, bro? Really? You do realize I have 0 blocks over here. Oh my goodness. Also, this might be weird, but after talking about onions for a little while, I have a sudden urge to want to eat an onion now. And it's not even like, oh, yeah, part of the dish. No, I mean, I want to eat a whole onion now. And there is no reason for me to want that. But I just want that now. Listen, I know that eating a whole onion certainly does not do this to you, right? Okay, it's literally 30 minutes before my class actually starts, and here I am editing a video about onions, of course. I don't see why I would ever do this again, but talking about food is my specialty. So maybe it will happen again. Please subscribe if you want to see more of this.